If you have been trading for more than a month, you have probably noticed one strange thing. The price may still be moving in one direction, looking confident, beautiful, on trend, but inside, everything is already breaking down. And then a sharp reversal, and most are left not just without profit, but on the red. Over time, I realized that the market almost never reverses suddenly. It first loses its strength and only then changes direction. The problem is that the most people only look at the price, and the price is always a lagging indicator. In this video, I will show you the strategy that I'm using to move forward in 2026. It is based on the Awesome Oscillator, not as pretty bars, but as tool to show when the market is no longer pulling the movement, even if the price still pretends that everything is fine. I used to trade like most people, by levels, by candlesticks, by gut feeling, but sometimes it worked, but there was no consistency. When I started analyzing my weaknesses, it became clear that I was almost always entering too late. The price was still moving, but the momentum was already ending. I was reacting to the consequences, not the cause. Then I asked myself a key question. What happens to the momentum before the price reverses? I needed a tool that showed not the direction, but the state of the market. That's how I came to the Awesome Oscillator. The more I analyzed it, the clearer it became. AO often starts to break down before it's visible in the price. The price updates its maximum or minimum, but the momentum is already weaker. The market begins to doubt. From that moment on, I stopped guessing and start working with the real state of the movement, rather than how it looks on the candlesticks. The Awesome Oscillator does not show the direction of the price, but rather the state of momentum within the movement. It compares short-term and medium-term dynamics and essentially answers one main question. Is the market currently accelerating, or is it already beginning to lose energy? And this is where the most traders miss the point. The price may continue to update highs or lows. The candles may look confident and strong, but if the AO columns become lower, shorter, or begin to lose growth momentum, it means that the movement is not based on the strength, but on inertia. The market seems to be moving the same direction, but there is no longer any confidence within it. I never use AO as a primitive green, buy, red, sell signal. The color does not matter to me. I look at the shape of the impulse, how it behaves relative to the previous values, whether it's strengthening or on the contrary, beginning to falter. The most important moments appears when the price still looks alive, but AO already shows a slowdown, divergence, or refusal to support the movement. It's at the same point that the market begins to doubt, and it's there that the clearest reversal or the deep corrections are formed. This strategy is not about quick clicks, it's about reading the market before most people realize that the momentum has already ended. By the way, this is exactly the logic that my AI bot on Telegram uses right now. It analyzes AO in conjunction with price movements and trend filters. It doesn't look for every trade. It looks for moments when the market loses energy. But let me show you some real examples. Let's move to the screen. I will show you three situations. The price has been rising for about 30 minutes. The movement is smooth, without sharp pullbacks. Visually, it's a strong trend, but I look at the AO. At first, the AO bar were large, green, and confident, but with the latest update of the maximum, the price makes a new high and the AO bars are lower than the previous ones. This means that the buyers are still pushing the price, but they are doing so without the same force as before. I don't enter right away. I wait for confirmation. A candle with a long upper shadow appears. The body decreases. This is the first sign of resistance. At this point, I enter a downward position with a risk of about 1% of the deposit. The price makes a small false jump upward and then begins to decline smoothly. Not sharply, not chaotically, but exactly as the market moves after exhaling. After 3 candles, the trade closes in black, $340. This is not guessing the top. This is working with a dying impulse. The second situation is a drop. The price is falling rapidly. The candles are large and the emotions in the market are evident. AO is in the negative zone. The columns are large and red. But then, an important moment occurs. The price updates its low, and AO makes a higher low. This means that the pressure from seller is weakening, even if the price has not yet shown yet. Again, I do not enter immediately. I wait for a slowdown. The candles become shorter, lower, and the shadows appears as well. At this moment, I enter on the rise. The price initially makes a micro movement against me, and that's normal. It's a test of patience. Then the market reverses and returns to the previous range. The trade closes with a result of $290. The third situation is very important. EU begins to slow down, but the price continues to move in a strong trend with no signs of stopping. The columns decreases but do not break the structure. Many people enter against the trend here, but I don't, because a slowdown in momentum is not yet a reversal. It could be just a pause. The market really continued to move. Any entry here would result in a loss. My trade is not to enter, and that saves money better any profit. The Awesome Oscillator is not buy or sell indicator. It's an indicator of truth. It shows whether a movement has fuel. This strategy is not about the number of trades. It's about accuracy. You enter when the market can no longer continue moving with the same force. I use it in different markets on different time frames, and the logic is always the same. First, the momentum dies, and then price changes. Over time, I realized one simple thing. In trading, it's not the one who presses the button the fastest who wins, but the one who is the first to notice that the market is already tired. The price may still be rising, the candlesticks may look beautiful, the momentum may seem strong, but if there is no more energy inside the movement, the result is always the same. The market either stops, reverses, or starts punishing those who enter too late. That's why I no longer chase the movement. I wait for the market to show that it has nothing left to go on. The Awesome Oscillator has become a tool for me to help me to see this in advance, not to guess, but to understand. This strategy doesn't make many trades, it makes them conscious, and that's what gives stability over time. If you want to see these moments in real time, understand where the momentum is ending, not where it has already passed, receive confirmed signal from my AI bot, and repeat trades through copy trading, join my Telegram channel. There is no shouting, no chaos, no magic buttons. There is a system, logic, and practice that works in the long run. And if you have already watched this video till the end, it means that you're already thinking differently than the most of the people. And that's the best start you can make it in trading.